A kind soul gives love without expecting anything in return. But when that kindness is taken for granted, the price of silence becomes the greatest lesson. When a kind person walks away, it's not because they stopped caring, but because they realized their worth and the cost of staying. The moment a kind soul decides to leave, it's a quiet acknowledgement that they've given all they could. Their departure speaks louder than any words ever could. A kind person's departure isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the silence that hurts the most. The silence of knowing you had everything and then you lost it. When a kind soul walks away, it's never an angry exit. It's a painful realization that they deserve more than what they were given. Kindness is a gift. Once it's ignored or abused, the kind soul withdraws, leaving behind a lesson you may never be able to undo. There comes a point when a kind soul has given so much that they can no longer stay. They know they need to walk away, not because they don't care, but because they care too much to keep sacrificing their peace. You may never hear the exact moment a kind soul decides to leave, but their absence will echo through every corner of your life, reminding you of what you lost. The lesson a kind soul teaches when they leave is that love isn't enough to fix everything. Sometimes the best thing for both people is to walk away. Kindness, when taken for granted, becomes a silent force that pushes a person away. And when they leave, it's too late to realize the depth of what you've lost. You can never fix things with a kind soul once they've walked away, because their departure isn't about the past. It's about their need for peace, and that peace cannot be restored through words alone. A kind soul will always stay longer than they should, hoping for change, but once they decide to leave, it's a sign that the hurt has become too much to carry. And the moment a kind soul walks away is the moment they stop fighting for something that isn't fighting for them. And that's when you realize they were the one holding it all together. A kind person will always put others first, but when they finally walk away, it's because they've learned that their happiness deserves the same priority. You never truly understand the impact of a kind soul until they're gone. Then, and only then, do you realize how much you've taken them for granted. When a kind soul leaves, they don't need to explain. Their absence is the answer to everything you failed to see while they were still around. A kind soul doesn't give up on people easily, but when they walk away, it's not because they don't care, it's because they've learned to care for themselves first. The pain of losing a kind soul doesn't come from their departure. It comes from the realization that you never truly understood their value until it was too late. A kind person will give you 1,000 chances, but when they walk away, they've already given you all they could. Their departure is the final lesson. When a kind soul leaves, it's the universe's way of telling you that the time for change has passed. The lesson is learned not through their words, but through their absence. The moment a kind soul decides to leave, they take with them the unconditional love they've been offering. And once that love is gone, you'll realize how deeply it was needed. You may try to fix things when a kind soul walks away, but by then, the most important lesson has already been learned. Kindness isn't endless. It has limits. A kind soul leaves when they can no longer give. And when they do, it's not about you. It's about them finally choosing their own well-being over your needs. When a kind soul walks away, it's not just an exit, it's a transformation. And that transformation happens when they realize they deserve to be treated with the same respect and kindness they've been offering others.